First though, as I'm sure you know, dominating the front pages this morning, photographs that cast fresh doubt on the Prime Minister's claims that he was unaware of rule-breaking in Downing Street during the pandemic. The images show Boris Johnson raising a glass at a leaving do on the 13th of November 2020. Well, UK editor for ITV News Paul Brand broke the story. Paul joins me now. Here we are again, Paul. And here we are again, asking, will he survive this? What do you think?
Morning, Lorraine. Well, the MPs, Conservative MPs, of course, who hold his fate in their hands, are pretty muted this morning because they suspect these won't be the only photographs. We know we're getting this big report, don't we, from Sue Gray, the civil servant, later this week, and maybe this is just a taster of what is going to be in that report. So they're not kind of going too soon. They're holding back, waiting to see that Sue Gray report, and then they'll make their decision about whether Boris Johnson should remain as their leader. So we'll hold on and see what this week brings. But I mean, on the face of it, these photos, right, have just reignited this whole scandal.
No, they absolutely have. They're pretty damning, that has to be said. You mentioned Sue Gray there. And there's also allegations of pressure being put on her ahead of this. Gosh, it's been a long time coming out, this report, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was December last year that this report was first commissioned. And then, of course, she got delayed, didn't she, by the Metropolitan Police, who launched their own investigation. And yeah, there were reports in the Times newspaper this morning that Boris Johnson met with Sue Gray. We knew that had happened. That's been the subject of quite a lot of controversy the past few days. But now we're learning that, allegedly, the Prime Minister put some pressure on Sue Gray and said, look, just drop this report. What's the point? It's all out there in the public domain. Do we really need to go back over all of this? But I suppose these photographs that we got hold of on ITV News yesterday prove that not everything is in the public domain, because actually these photos are quite sort of substantial to the argument about whether or not Boris Johnson knew parties were taking place. So I suspect Downing Street know that actually Sue Gray does have more damaging material in her report. So perhaps no surprise that they are reported to have maybe not wanted to have published it.
Well, as you say, there could be more photographs. Are you hearing any more evidence of maybe the Prime Minister being a bit of a stranger to the truth? Do you think there's even more? It seems to have sort of dribbled out over a long period of time, hasn't it? And it's not over for him, is it?
No, and we think Sue Gray had access to something like 300 photographs. So, you know, her report could contain some quite explosive revelations still to come. But as you say, actually, truth is the real big thing here, because Boris Johnson has said all the way through this that he was unaware of any rule breaking, that no rules were broken. And that's why last night's photos are really, really important, because they show for the first time what he saw before him in that room. People drinking, he was raising a glass himself, making a speech, making a toast. Downing Street say, look, if you look carefully at the photos, you can see his red box there perched on a chair, so he just sort of swung by. But actually other sources are saying to me this morning that he organised the party, the Prime Minister, that he encouraged staff to fill up their glasses, and that he stayed for about 20 minutes chatting to them. Now, Number 10 will dispute all of that, of course, as also questions are raised for the Metropolitan Police. Why didn't they find Boris Johnson when they find other people in that room? It's going to be a messy week for the police force too.
It certainly is. Paul, thank you. I know you're at the heart of this, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you very soon throughout the rest of the week. Thank you so much. And as Paul was saying, Tory MPs being very quiet just now, but you wonder whether there's going to be, at some point, a tipping point. We shall see. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.